Hello, Jang here from jangbricks.com with a look at a 2014 Mega Bloks Halo set. This is the Police Cruiser Standoff. It comes with 224 pieces. This car is a new Mombasa Police Department special Husiv Genet car. This is an environment car that you would have seen in Halo ODST. So imagine if in Halo Reach you had been able to see spades off to the sides of the road and were never able to drive one. Well, that's what this sort of is to ODST. It's a car that you saw in both civilian forms and, in this case, police form. And this looks pretty much dead on to the thing in game. I mean, they've captured the thing very well. It's got the huge windscreen that kind of wraps around the entire thing, and the distinctive wedge shape. It's a coupe. It's supposed to be a two-seater, I believe. And they've got the nice, they've added on the nice bars on the front and good police, decent police livery. They didn't really change too much from a basic color scheme. It's not all white. You can see it's using the marbled style for the kind of off-white look, kind of trying to make it look dirty. They got the lights on there. It's a pretty fun build too. A lot of interesting building techniques, building in different directions, up, down, sideways, and also at an angle. These pieces here are all attached at an angle. So really good use of the existing inventory of parts that only Mega Bloks has. The canopy itself will open up, revealing the interior cockpit. You can see one single seat there. This one has no seat on the passenger side, and instead they've got a little weapon rack. So you've got an assault rifle and also a shotgun. Those are both in kind of a medium dark gray color. You can angle this up a little bit, but it's just intended to hold them there so you can choose whatever weapon that you need. And it's got a steering wheel, and you can fit the figure in, of course. Really not a whole lot of action to this because it's really just a car, but it sure does look good, especially from the side. They've just blended the round, the flat on a slope, and then the rounded windscreen piece. Just everything just fits together very nicely aesthetically. I'm not at all familiar with the ranking system in the NMPD, so I don't know what kind of level this guy would be at. He has no helmet on. I'm assuming that he would be more of a peacetime kind of patroller type of guy, doing traffic stops and stuff, probably not going into more of the high risk sorts of missions and situations. He is using the full new articulated skeleton or base for the figures for 2014. He's got attachable armor for the shoulders. Those can be removed and swapped with other figures, including ones from Spartans. His vest, his tactical vest, or his personal bulletproof protection, is all one piece, and that all will slip off over his head. It's just slipped on from above. And you notice this one has some kind of civilian style legs, so a little bit different from the ones that you got with Spartans. He's also carrying a Magnum pistol here, and it's always great to just show off the great articulation that the new arm joints give you with the double axis joints in both the shoulder and the elbows. This is certainly the more interesting figure though, and I have a feeling that a lot of true fans are going to buy this set just to get the new exclusive color scheme for the Brute Chieftain, because he is just looking bad. It is red lining, all the red fringes and details that are inscribed in there and applied very nicely, very crisp lines. Everything else is black. Every single piece on that figure is jet black. There's no dark gunmetal gray or anything like that. It's just black on black on black. This guy looks like the baddest of the bad for that mold. It's the same figure. You know, all the plastics are the same as before, as the last two Brute Chieftains. It's just such a crazy color scheme. And interestingly, just to set things off, rather than using a black grav hammer like before, or even a dark gunmetal gray one, they went with this light color, which just gives them a lot of contrast. Again, not a new mold, but just kind of stands out a little bit more. Fortunately for me, before this set was even announced, I did leave a space for a third Brute Chieftain in my display, so this guy's going to have a nice little new home. My only question is, how much of a standoff really is this? Because, you know, a policeman with minimal armor with some basic weapons going up against a Brute Chieftain, a red on black Brute Chieftain at that, seems like it's just going to be a slaughter to me. Nice, cool little set, something different, useful human figure that can be configured to be different things, and great to get this sick paint job and color scheme with the Brute Chieftain. The car is, to me, nothing too spectacular, but it's pretty well done, and it's nice to get something different. Those were my thoughts. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts about this set in the comments. If you like the set, if you don't like the set, or if there are some specific things about it that you wish were different. Thanks in advance for your feedback, and I'll be talking to you again soon in the next video.